On Friday evening, I headed to Drayton Valley, and of course all the roads were closed. Headed in there, I was able to get through the roadblocks with my press ID, and it was a bit airy driving into a town that's completely on fire. Everybody's going one way, and I'm driving the other. But I was in Drayton Valley. The town was completely empty. All was left was RCMP officers, firemen, of course, and forestry units.
At the time you were there, Arthur, how close to Drayton Valley were the flames?
The flames were actually right in Drayton Valley. I mean, at one point, I was about 700 meters from one of the fires, and you can feel the heat on your face and smell the smoke. I mean, my car permanently smells like a bonfire now. But it was moving pretty quickly, and at one point, an officer said to me, "You're crazy to be here," and I agreed with him. But I was just worried that the wind was going to change, and then I wouldn't get out. But I did manage to get out. Of course, there was no power in the area and no gas stations open. I did have a full tank of gas when I left. Of course, having to take a off route to get there, didn't plan correctly, but I ended up getting a Tomahawk, which is just outside of Drayton Valley, with 8 kilometers left in the tank to spare. So I managed to get gas.
Well, you've got more guts than a sausage. Now, tell me, Arthur. You took some footage, which I gather has gone around the world. What was that about?
I have. I mean, I was pretty much one of the only journalists crazy enough to go into this zone. So France TV actually is showing the Western Standard footage in France. Last night I was on ABC Australia with Rothschild, so that was pretty neat. Internationally, people are coming to the Western Standard for their news about the Alberta fires. And yesterday, Nigel, I headed to Entwistle, and I said it right because a townsperson taught me how to say it. And I wanted to look for one of the most devastated areas in Alberta, and I was told it was this town. And of course, luck be have it, Premier Smith was actually out on tour at the time. She took time yesterday on the ground to visit these towns, and I actually attended with the Premier. Got to get in her SUV and go along. During this time, you may have seen the footage of the burnt trees and whatnot. That was taken from the other side of the road. Out of respect for Albertans, a lot of these people haven't been able to, and of course, there's 29,000 that have been evacuated now. A lot of these people haven't returned to their homes yet to assess the damage, Nigel. So, out of respect for homeowners, I didn't want to actually post any pictures of properties that were damaged, but I can just say it's unbelievable to see how fire moves. And Danielle Smith spoke with officials yesterday. I mean, she had an update from Parkland County, from the mayor. One house was lost in Parkland County as of yesterday, and some outbuildings. She learned how fire moved. It's amazing, Nigel, to watch how, after the fire is out, of course, how it moved. It would stop in certain places and then go in the other, cross roads, cross rivers. But officials told Smith yesterday that it's going to take upwards to a year to extinguish some of the hot spots because of the soil that we have here in Alberta.
Yes, there's biological material in the soil that will smolder underground and just pop up suddenly.